Ram Nation, family Wagwan. So yes my peeps, we are back with another video. And this video is a very sad, traumatizing, horrifying and a horrific situation. A 12-year-old girl and her 15-year-old sister was raped, trapped and left for dead in a home attack. This happened sometime last month. And up to now, the drunk crew still on the run. The police them not find him yet. And how can a 30-year-old, a man in his 30s, do something horrifying and horrific like this, and he's still at large? And I bet say somebody I get this dirty criminal, this dirty drunk a safe haven, and them know in them heart say him do this very traumatic, horrifying, heinous crime, and still them a give him a safe haven. These two girls were staying with their 23-year-old sister because their mother was killed execution style. Remember, my peeps, the two girls them are go through this situation wherein them still a try to get over their mother death, which their mother was killed execution style. And this happened to them. Them are gonna need a whole heap of prayers. Them are gonna need a whole heap of counseling, my peeps. So we are gonna go down in the article right now from the Gleaner, Jamaica Gleaner. So my peeps, if you're new to the Ram Nation channel, me beg you subscribe to the channel, like up the video, share up the video, and me beg you keep these two girls in a prayer so them can pull through. And me know so them not gonna really get over this situation right now. Remember, their mother get killed execution style, and now them are go through this horrifying, and dreadful situation where they get stabbed, trapped, and raped. So we're gonna get down in the article, my peeps, and things same way. So me I tell them say really sad. Savagery. Family horrified after man rapes, traps girls, leaving them for dead in home attack. A 12-year-old girl and her 15-year-old sister, who were raped, stabbed and trapped multiple times in a pre-dawn attack at their home just over a week ago, are recovering in hospital while their family ponders their next move. The accused man, who residents believe is in his 30s and reportedly has a violent history, is said to be well known in the community. The name of which the Gleaner is withholding to protect the victims' identities. The suspects' relatives have also reportedly removed themselves from the area out of fear of reprisal. When our news team visited the tense community on Monday, residents were still fuming. They lamented the significant trauma the incident had caused, leaving a stigma on their neighborhood. Them think they no go on around here. We sorry say them never hold him, or else a different thing Uno would have come to investigate, one resident expressed. The incident reportedly occurred sometime after 5 a.m. on September 30th, as the girls were asleep at their home to which they had relocated after their mother was killed execution style a few years ago. The girls were in the care and custody of their 23-year-old sister. I went to get a change, lunch money for them. It was a little after 5 in the morning. I was to get it the night before, she told the Gleaner yesterday, adding that she is now fearful of returning to the premises. Yesterday, the window blades, which had reportedly been removed by the attacker to gain entry to the dwelling, were still displaced. I just saw him going upon them from, one resident pointed out when the Gleaner made their trek to the ill-fated home. The sister is calling on the police investigators to prioritize the case. I'm just trying to do the best for the girls, then because they are only accepting me to come and visit them, she said. The smallest one has the tube to her chest still. The 15-year-old she's doing fine. She's walking and talking, but she still have the bruises them. So she have an X-ray to do with the chop wounds. Them get chop up in them head and them hand. The little one lungs was punctured, she said, detailing the injuries. She's hoping the girls will also get counseling as they recover from the dreadful ordeal, adding, the younger one don't want any male doctors around her. Honestly, we don't know if he say. At the first something like that happened. One did serious more than the other, a neighbor disclosed. The big one, she get 2 chops in her head, 15 stitches, and she get 20 stitches in her face. Her hand them chop up. The 12-year-old, she gets stabbed mostly and chopped. Him use a screwdriver and stab up she, a neighbor close to the family, added, telling the Gleaner that she is also traumatized. The girl's aunt told the Gleaner that the family is hurting, having also suffered multiple deaths of relatives in the last 3 years. Them in the hospital now, but when them come, we are going to take them out of the area. We now make them stay here. The big one is doing well. But you see the small one, she wake up and now she answer when we talk to her. She was constantly having blackouts and they ran some tests and it turned out she have sugar, the aunt told the Gleaner. We just try to be strong. We have 2 other kids, so I can't to put it on my head. We are try cope, she added. Me afraid too. The place now gone good, said her grandaunt. Other female residents of the area are now fearful as the attacker remains at large. Up to October 1, some 303 rapes had been reported across the island for this year, at a 13% decline for the 349 recorded for the corresponding period in 2021. Head of the Center of Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, Senior Superintendent Maldria Jones-Williams, told the Gleaner that the matter was under investigation. So yes, my peeps, that are the article from the Gleaner, Jamaica Gleaner. Yo, me I tell you say yo, this thing really dreadful, really heartbroken, really terrifying, traumatizing for these 2 young girls. And this drunker still remain at large, and him can do the same thing again in one neighboring community, if not the same community. And we know deep down somebody I give this man a safe haven. But I mean peeps, if you don't know this man and know the incident what happened and see him, please report him to the police. Because he need to be off the streets. This man is a threat to society and threat to the communities. So I hope you find him and turn him in. We can't allow this thing to continue wherein individuals are hurting the future of Jamaica, hurting the younger ones, hurting the kids. We are the ones that's supposed to be protecting them, and we are hurting them. So my peeps, don't leave your thoughts and opinion down in the comment section and tell me what you think about this. And my peeps, thanks again for watching. I'm out.